Oh my God, 28.
Starting.
Yes.
And it's on to the crack. No.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi. It's season 2.
It's season 2. We did it. We made it.
We said top of the year. We didn't necessarily say top of the month.
Top of the year. We're here. I'm just like so happy, and I'm excited for what's coming up. And welcome to Soul Palate, y'all.
Yes, welcome to Soul Palate, where it's two beautiful black women tasting spirits, normalizing the black and brown palate, and speaking about current events, topics in the beverage industry, and around the world in general.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm Dee.
I'm Kapri, and
yes,
what's up?
And what's tea? We're sipping vodka today.
And
have we done vodka yet?
We've never done vodka.
We've never done a vodka episode,
so. Yeah, I had a lot in my house, so
yes, I was able to scrounge up 2 bottles to bring to the party. So, what do we want to say about vodka?
So vodka in general, right? So, just on educational wise, vodka is a neutral spirit, so it has to be above in the U.S. 95%, and the EU is what they call it. Has to be above 96% ABV. And it is pretty much as high as you can get a spirit, to be that strong and approved from the still.
Yeah. And it can be any base, basically. Any type of produce, fruit or vegetable, whatever, can technically be a vodka.
Yes.
Just depending on how you distill it.
Absolutely.
So it can be a fruit, it can be a potato, it can be a grain. That's why there's so many different types of vodkas and so many different iterations, and almost none really taste. I mean, there's some that obviously taste the same across the board because they're just manufactured that way,
right?
But when you get down to like the vodkas that kind of like really brand themselves to step out from the rest of the market, it's usually a different base. It's usually a different distillation process. Because what Grey Goose is what a cognac distiller makes Grey Goose, right? Or they started as a cognac distiller. I know something had to do with a French spirit.
They're definitely made in France. It is like French wheat, though, I think, right? Yeah. I don't know.
But I think the distiller also started in cognac.
Oh, probably. Yes.
Like when I did the what was that competition? Express Your Cocktails joint.
Oh yes.
When they did us do the whole tour through vodka or whatever. I think that's what they said was like what set them apart was that one started in cognac and 2 it's like the French wheat or something like that.
Okay, so, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then we got Tito's, which is what, potato
vodka. Yeah,
and then we've got some grains and stuff out there. So just as some examples of where different vodkas differ and all that. So we have got 5 very different vodkas
for y'all
that
today.
We're going to taste today from different areas, just different processes, all that. So
I'm excited because people always are like, vodka don't taste like nothing. And like, we are not the biggest vodka fans. We're not ones that go and call vodka. No. But, there are some tasty ones out there, and I think we have some amongst us. So,
yeah. There's certain ones that I will drink if it's in the room. I'm probably not going to go to it at home, but.
Right.
It depends, because I've made a dirty martini with some really good truffle vodka. But it was truffle vodka.
That's true. And truffle tastes delicious, no matter what you do.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck what people say. You can never have enough.
You
can't. I don't care.
That's why shit costs so damn much.
It's true. It's true. But, I'm a sucker for a truffle fry. My God.
I'm always going to order the truffle fries.
I need truffle fries.
But they got to be good. If they're not good, I'm sending it back.
And I hate when they come out soggy.
That's what I'm saying. I want them to be crispy.
Yes.
With just enough softness inside.
Ooh.
I want a good level of salt. I want a little garlic essence in there. And I want my fucking truffle.
We should make our own fries.
Oh, girl, yes. I'm down. I got an air fryer.
Oh, you do. You do. That's hilarious.
We got just about all the gadgets. We're thinking about the fucking apocalypse.
Listen.
Andrew's laughing about.
Bruh, because it's true. I'm always in my head like, I'm coming here when it's apocalypse. Like, I have to, so y'all, I told G recently that if there was any apocalyptic event, that I'm putting together a survival kit here, and I am making the trek to her house.
Throwing it on her back and trekking to my
if
house.
I gotta have like find knives and shit to cut the zombies on the way, I will. We're making it.
We need to have you a shotgun.
You can't go, but I'm making it. We're gonna.
I just say it's gonna be a very limited amount of motherfuckers up on my up in my state. Tell you that much.
So
we bunkering down. We gonna have all the guns.
Listen,
now that I got certified, y'all. I'm ready to bust out here. I am a certified shooter in real life.
Okay, also
and I'm so happy. So I gotta do my application to get my like card or whatever. But I got my certification that says I went through the class and all that. So I'm so excited. I didn't think I'd be so excited to be able to legally buy a gun, but I'm more excited.
I'm glad you are legally able to buy a gun. Like I think it's super huge, honestly. Like
Rock got hers like last year.
Nice.
And got her first glizzy, honey. She got a real glizzy. She got a claw. Honey, so don't try.
It's real though. You know, my dad is always talking about me getting one. He's you know, he really wants me to, especially living alone, have one.
I agree.
I'm like, I've always felt weird about having a gun in the house, but after seeing them motherfuckers walk into not even walk, run and trample and destroy the Capitol. I definitely feel like I need to.
And these same people teaching their kids how to shoot a gun from birth.
They're
fucking 5 years old, know their way around a shotgun, know how to break it apart, clean it, put it back together, know how to shoot a fucking deer down and shit. Like,
it's true.
These motherfuckers ain't prepared with artillery. So I think once I realized, and then apparently I'm a pretty decent shot. So once I learned that, I was like, oh, what's on? I'm teaching my kids early. Fuck that. And we gonna have land? I definitely think you should have one though, because you live. Not even just because you live alone, but just because people are crazy.
People are crazy.
Once I saw that video, did you see that video? I was on like a bunch of different platforms, but I saw it on Shade Room. In New York, this lady was like walking really fast to her apartment building, and there's cameras on each side. And this dude, like right as she closed her door, this dude was like coming down the hallway trying to like bum rush into her door.
I think I saw that.
And he was genuinely upset.
Yes.
That her door was locked and
yes,
that he could not just walk in, like kick the door. Just like, nigga, are you mad because you couldn't bum rush her home?
Oh my god, that's scary.
That shit was like, oh nah, I need to be strapped because motherfucking taser and pepper spray ain't about to cut it. Fuck that
nigga looked like he had like adrenaline.
He was on a
3000.
mission. Yeah, it's like if these people on drugs and they tweaked out or they a little off and got voices. That
was real scary.
It was scary. It made me really uncomfortable. So I was like, oh no, I'm not even about to like. They always say once you get a gun, it's like it's almost more likely you're going to need to use it, which part of me believes that, but part of me is like, nah, really my hope is to never have to use it.
Right.
But I definitely would rather have it than not.
Yeah, that's real.
Like, we ain't got no guard dogs and shit. Like, we're still two women at the end of the day. Like, fuck that. Fuck all that shit.
Oh, protect yourselves. Protect yourself. I definitely need to get some key ring weapons though,
and some pepper spray, because apparently pepper spray is like the next best thing, even better than a taser. Because if you can get them to close their eyes.
I accidentally walked through pepper spray. So I was coming out of a club and someone had sprayed it somewhere and no one knew, and all of us was just walking like leaving out, and I swear to like it was like a group of us just
your throat,
everything. Oh my god! And it was just like, oh, like at first we were like, oh, and they're like, oh, and then everybody like it was like 20, 30 people just like, what the fuck? Like,
damn.
It was the worst. I was like, I never want to fight. I like wanted to fight someone. Like, I was like, who was it? Who was it?
Fucked up.
Who was it?
Once it's in the air, it's in the air.
Oh, it was so bad. I never.
That's why it's a good weapon to have when you can't have a gun.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the few ways you can incapacitate a person quickly.
Yeah, that's real.
And at a distance.
That's real.
So, I'm getting me some pepper spray too.
Yeah,
to keep it my perch.
I heard it was supposedly not pepper. Is pepper spray illegal in DC? I feel like pepper spray, or I know it. I feel
maybe
like a taser.
I was gonna say I don't think pepper spray. Can they make that illegal?
I don't know.
The fuck? I may protect myself with something in these streets. Fuck you mean?
Right.
Got me fucked up.
Okay, but first we taste, y'all.
Yes, so first we taste.
For real.
So our first we taste segment actually carries out through first, second, third, fourth, and fifth we taste, but We start with our first spirit.
Oh, okay, we chilling. Sorry,
we good. We good on the pepper spray, y'all.
And 18 and older can have a stun gun. Yeah, so we chilling.
I was about to say, in DC, they try to say you can't protect
Somebody
yourself.
was telling me, oh, you can't ship it to DC.
Interesting. It has to be purchased in DC.
Oh, what?
Maybe
they might have
safe
changed
to travel or something.
No, because it says it doesn't have any restrictions or shipping it, so I don't know.
Okay.
There was something must have happened for me to see this, for me to fill this question, and for Google to be answering these questions. Yeah. Somebody
somewhere said that shit was illegal.
Yes.
So 7 Vodka, y'all, is an American-made vodka from 100% corn. So this is one of those things that kind of separates it from other vodkas. Interesting. And they keep talking about, everybody wants to emphasize gluten-free. Liquor is gluten-free, okay? All of my fucking gluten-free people, you can drink liquor, period. It does not, don't let Tito's have you confused thinking they are the go-to vodka because they're gluten-free. They're just one of the few who bother to advertise that liquor, period, is gluten-free.
Yes.
So, it's not, drinking wheat vodka is not the same as having bread. Anyway, 100% corn, named after Washington, D.C., 716 vodka personifies the nature of this cosmopolitan city. This uniqueness is imbued into every bottle of 716 vodka.
Yes.
Imbued. I love a good vocabulary word.
So 716 is standing for the date July 16th, which in July 16th, 1790, President George Washington signed the Residence Act approving the creation of the Capital District, which is where we are right now. Yes. So that's why they named this. So this is a local vodka. And I mean, immediately knows.
I love that.
Yes.
So
I think it might also be black owned, but I don't know. I think
we're gonna have to find a way to verify that.
I couldn't find it on the website.
What was I about to say? I did not know when we first tasted through these, because we've had all these before.
Yeah.
That sweetness was because it was 100% corn.
Yes, right.
Because it's definitely giving, y'all, on the nose, it is definitely giving a ton of sweet. And not sweet necessarily like sugar, but like sweet corn.
Yes. Also, it's a bit fruity for me. It's giving kind of like a fruit roll-up, strawberry like fruit roll-up to me.
Yeah, because it's concentrated, kind of like gummy fruity. It's not giving like fresh fruit.
No, exactly.
I think fruit roll-up is
or even like a fruit leather type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Some sort of processed concentrated fruit.
For it to be corn, I feel like it doesn't like you.
I can almost get corn husk too.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I thought I would think that it would be a lot more corn. It tastes like cornbready than this.
No,
fruit
it's like sweet corn. Yeah. That fruit, and then like a little green, which is giving me corn husk.
Right, that's real. Here we go, tasting. It tastes how it smells. Mm-hmm. Which is nice.
That concentrated fruity, fruit leather, fruit roll-up-y situation happens a lot in the front.
Yeah.
But it dissipates out into like pepper.
It does. That's not that bad.
No, it's not bad.
I don't know if I like the lingering.
It's lingering, like, it's that pepperiness.
Yeah.
It's that pepperiness, and then the texture, it's almost like waxy.
Yeah.
Viscous. It's giving viscosity.
It has a lot of viscosity to it for sure. But I feel like in the middle of my tongue, like right in the middle, it's a little astringent a little bit.
Yep. Literally smack dab in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
Yeah. That has a lot of flavor though. You know, which is nice. Mm-hmm. It makes me want to have a gimlet.
It takes you on a journey somewhere.
It makes me want to have a gimlet for sure. Ooh. And I think it would really come through really nice in a vodka gimlet.
Quick little update, y'all, for those who have been listening to season 1 and hearing us groan and moan about WSET. So we're back in class.
Oh my God, yes.
But we also were able to find out where we did great and where we didn't do so great. And we actually did better than in our minds we thought we did.
Yes, that's true.
Because we found out that we really weren't that far off from passing. So,
and I thought that's not what I wanted to hear, but it was what I wanted to hear.
It's exactly what I wanted to hear. If I was far off, then I'm like, oh, well, fuck it. Throw the book away. Because I would like to know that I'm close. Anything. So I'm glad to find out I was close.
Y'all, yes, we passed our multiple choice.
Yes. So strictly theory where we lost points, but I left some blank. So of course, there was going to be areas where I didn't get points. So I felt better knowing that.
I can't remember if I left stuff blank or if I was just like, here's a sentence.
Some stuff, if I could get a sentence out, I made sure I got it. A couple of questions, I was like, well, I can't even bullshit.
Yeah. So
I didn't bother bullshit. I just focused on the ones that I could.
The class yesterday felt really great.
Yes, it felt better than...
and I think I can, like, if that's what he's sending us, I think I can do that by myself, which, you know...
I got note cards last night. Rock got me some index cards.
Okay.
I'm going to make note cards this time. Ooh. He keeps saying it's helpful. I'm going to do it.
I want to make a Excel sheet of... I want one thing to say laws, I want one thing to say production, and I want one thing that says distillation.
That's kind of how I'm about to break down my note cards, basically.
Like what kind of still they have,
mm-hmm.
and then list every spirit that they have in
the book.
In the book.
Yeah.
And then print it out, which is probably what note cards would probably be best for. But yeah. I just know I don't want to have that much.
I'm forcing myself to do note cards because I'm forced to write it down.
Yeah, that's real.
And we have to write it down test wise.
Yeah.
If I put it like if I type it, because I was doing that, like typing it. For some reason, I'm not taking it in the same way.
If I can print that out and then print a blank and be able to fill it in, I feel like
that's a good way to practice too. I think depends on
nothing can stop me. So that means I really gotta read this damn book. But
yes, absolutely.
But if I make a worksheet for myself, you know, like I feel like we had like worksheets, but I feel like it wasn't.
What you doing Sunday?
This Sunday, nothing.
Okay.
We can do it then.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I want to get my nails done, but I'm broke, so I'm gonna wait till like right before my birthday.
I know that because then you get your nails and your toes done. You get exactly what you want.
I know that I want chrome. I want this chrome. I saw this chrome on Instagram, y'all, and I'm going. It's gonna be chrome. It's a little chrome.
And then by then I'll be ready to get my nails done too. So I'll join you.
Okay, yes.
Because me and my mom just went,
and I know I love it. It's
Thank
a good
you.
color.
I'm still channeling winter-ish, but I was trying to do something other than gold. So I was like, I like copper.
Oh,
go with
wow.
Copper.
It's a good
And
color.
I found a real good dip powder color or whatever in the joint. So
that's good.
Yes.
So that's great. Are those your nails?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm letting mine grow.
Nice.
I've been taking biotin.
I've been trying to keep up, you know, and keep
biotin,
it clean.
That keeps them strong.
Okay.
Keeps them from breaking. And
Because
we wash our hands so much.
I know,
and it makes your nails brittle because of the metals in the water.
Shape them again. Yeah.
So.
Finally been shaping and finally getting adulting, child.
I'm trying to keep up with the self-care shit for real. Child. Okay. We got a lot for this episode for y'all. So this is probably going to be one of our longer episodes.
Yeah.
We got a lot of catch up and
here
stuff.
We are.
A lot of good TV.
We're doing good.
A lot of stuff in the news.
Yes.
I forgot to add Cardi B and Tasha K in there. Cardi B won her lawsuit.
Oh, I heard about that last night. Yes, I heard about this. Yes, we need to talk about this because I don't know the details.
Oh, you know what? Because I'm going to put it under what's tea. So
okay.
Let's go in order. I'm going to put it under what's
catching up. I recently Imbibe 75 came out, and also some committees came out of what's going on, and I just wanted to say a really big congratulations to some really awesome people: Touré, AJ, Suzu. I love y'all so much, and I think it's so great that y'all are getting recognized. The things that you are doing, you as people, y'all are fucking a movement, and y'all are strong as hell. So keep doing what you're doing. There was also a person mentioned that I thought was a cool mention. I've never met her before, but sorry if I messed this up. Tiket Bramlett. So she's the first Black woman to operate a winery in a major U.S. wine region.
Ooh, where is she in Cali?
She is in Portland, I believe.
Oh, Portland, nice.
Or somewhere in Oregon, I believe. And I just thought that was She's
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I have this issue of the magazine. Go up real quick.
Yes.
I feel like
Get out of here.
Let me see the picture because I feel like I saw. Okay, yeah. Yes. Okay, sis.
Yes. So yeah, that's
I have that. I have that.
So you should see AJ in there.
I did.
Yeah,
I did. I didn't go through the whole thing, but I mean, at this point, I kind of expect to see AJ because she's in every who to watch, where to watch. But she's pretty much in every issue.
She is.
Her and Ashton are like in just about every joint, so I don't be shocked or thrown aback by seeing them
my girl.
something else. Like, there they are. At least we still get recognized, sweet.
Legit. So she just been named president of Vendon Vineyard. Okay. So I mean that's huge.
It's huge, especially in wine.
Congrats to you because, yeah, being over is something that I can only imagine what you have to go through on a daily basis to navigate that space. But
hell yeah.
So congrats.
I can only imagine the microaggressions, the macroaggressions.
Jesus, like, girl, and especially in the wine
world.
Is
such an uppity fucking industry already.
Ugh. And then going on to committees, shout out to Tiffany. Yes. Tiffany is going to be on the Barr Convent Brooklyn Education Committee.
That's what's up.
I think that's super awesome, super well deserved. I think it's funny to see though how these committees switched up this year, face wise, how they look.
Last year
they were all black, almost pretty much 95% black. And now it's like 2%.
I guess they figured they had a quota for the year, It's just, they don't plan on making any long-standing change. They just want to sprinkle it in, give the aura of change.
I mean, and maybe these people no longer wanted to work with you. I don't know what happened.
Maybe they didn't like the experience. That's why. Who knows?
I don't know what happened.
We'll see. We'll find out at some point. The information will find us.
Yeah, I was saying. But I'm just happy that Tiffany's going to be on there. She's definitely going to help make sure that really great things are being taught.
Yes, drinking coach.
BCB. Hopefully she gets to do Berlin too. So I don't know. But you're great. I love you, Tiffany. So that was my little catch up because I just wanted to say seeing people that I know and that I look up to and that I just think are doing cool things, seeing them be recognized is great. Especially when they're motherfucking
especially when they're black women.
Especially black women. Okay. Let's go ahead and do our second taste.
On that note.
Damn, that's a big pour.
Bitch, I didn't mean to pour this much.
God damn.
I might have to put some back.
No, you like that bar here, y'all.
I was gonna say I fucking like this bar. I knew it was gonna be a heftier pour, but I made yours hefty too.
Oh no, mine's hefty, honey.
It's a big ass pour, y'all. For those on the tube,
yes,
it's up there. It might be giving like a 4 ounce. Oh shit. Well, I will sip this slow, but it is my favorite of the lineup.
Yes. So Barrio Vodka is their tribute to hardworking beekeepers. In late summer, they take a delivery of hundreds of barrels of their pure raw honey. So I guess honey does rest in barrels. We were talking about that yesterday. Yeah. Their season's work is what makes our vodka truly special. Their recipe depends on 2 simple principles. They never heat the honey prior to fermentation, which is actually pretty unique that they don't heat it at all. Yeah. And then they never distill more than twice. And so their technique preserves the wild yeast and aromatics of the nectar. Delivering floral depth of wildflower fields straight to your glass.
And it's from so Vermont. True. It's so true. So first was in DC, now we're in Vermont.
And
honey-based vodka, so we went from corn to honey.
Yes.
God, it smells so good.
It smells great.
If there's a vodka that I can say I like, it's Barr Hills.
It's
like if I saw it out and if I didn't have like the gin or something to go to,
I would order a sweet cream though. Like I feel like creme brulee almost. Like
minus the char.
Yes, minus the sugary char. Not that part, just the cream or like
that middle.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it smells great.
And it's giving white flowers.
Definitely still giving that floral for sure.
White flower and honestly, maybe rose.
Yeah.
Like really soft rose, like fresh rose petal.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
It's so easy to drink. On the palates where you get the honey.
Yes.
You get that honeycomb, that waxiness of a honeycomb.
Yeah.
Where it's like you taste the honey, but you're not fully tasting the nectar of the honey, right?
Absolutely.
It's
also,
giving that.
This coats my whole mouth.
Your entire mouth.
Which
I feel it on the roof of my mouth. I feel it on the sides. It's all across my tongue. And it's not like where the previous one, we tasted something in the front, tasted something in the back, tasted astringency in the middle. This, it's pretty consistent throughout the entire palate.
Yes. Very mouth-warming. Wow.
At the tip of the tongue.
That's just delicious.
At the tip of the tongue, I get white pepper.
Yes.
But only there. Oh, it's so good. I might save the rest of my pour for one, for our cheers at the end. And two, I might want that in the beverage.
Love that. I do. I have citrus, and I can make some syrup real quick. Syrup. And I got mango nectar. Okay.
Oh, yes. Okay, I want something with mango. That's a wrap. With it or not.
Okay.
So our with it or not segment is where we pull different things, whether it's a topic, whether it's a show, whether it's a post that's happened, something of the whether or not we are with it. So if we don't like it, obviously it's a no.
Period.
But we do try to include things that we do like in our with.
Yes.
We try to keep it balanced.
Yes.
But we got a few no to the no-no-nos today.
Okay, right.
First one. Did I pick this one? Did you pick this one?
I think this is yours.
I think I did. Okay. Playing the game for the sake of progressing professionally. And to be specific, tolerating microaggressions or problematic behavior from quote-unquote gatekeepers. Just because you want to get through that gate that they're keeping.
I know quite a few people that do this very well, and because they do this well, they will always be successful. They're always going to be in the spotlight, get those not committee stuff, but be up there.
Get those positions.
Judgings, all that stuff. Like, I know so many people, especially in the beverage industry, that do this really well. I can't do it.
I'm not great at it.
I actually really suck at it.
The playing the game thing, the gatekeeper thing, like all of that stuff is just not great at it.
I can't make myself feel belittled.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't want to pander to you because you somehow hold some position over me or whatever, and I'm supposed to.
Nope.
Like. I want to be next to you, therefore I need to treat you a certain way and to a certain esteem. You got me fucked up.
Nope, I can't do it.
You got the same blood cells. We may not share the exact same blood cells, but nigga, blood run through your veins the same way it do mine.
Right.
I'm not even trying to hear none of that shit.
Period.
We all take a constitutional in the morning.
Yes.
And scratch our ass and brush our teeth and wash our fucking face. What does it matter that you have this particular position in this moment right now?
Yeah.
And whereas I have a different position, I ain't about to put my hand low. I have another position in the moment that I'm in right now.
Right.
Like those positions can very well switch very quickly.
Absolutely.
That's why it's always important how you treat people.
Yes,
you never know when you're going to come across them again and what the position is going to be, what the circumstances.
One, you really never know who you're talking to. What I hate the most about this in anything is that we live in a society that makes you feel as though this is the only way to get ahead. Like, we live in a society where being honest and truthful about your boundaries is not, a way of being, really, right? Yeah. In a business setting. In a business setting, we have in this country learned that you don't get boundaries, and that's fucking ridiculous. And so I'm a bitch that sets boundaries real hardcore, real motherfucking quick. And I also am a bitch that can't keep her mouth shut. And if you rub me the wrong way, you gonna know. And then I keep that energy for a long ass time. A bitch, and I'm learning.
The great thing about that is you always know where you stand with a person.
Yeah.
You always know where you stand with a person.
Period.
That's one thing that one is great, and I love that about you, and that's how we're best friends. Because if you weren't that way, I don't think we'd be best friends. Right. But I appreciate about myself that you'll always know where you stand with me.
Yes.
You don't have to question it.
Yes.
If I'm not really talking to you or whatever, or I'm making it a point to not really share a space with you, you know where you stand with me. It's not, I'm not trying to like keep it awkward and be cordial and we'll do this awkward grin
and take
at
all
each
your
other.
verbal punches.
But really, I can tell you don't really fuck with me, and I don't fuck with you, but I want to grin in your face. Like, I'm not doing that. I don't. Whatever gate you're keeping, whatever door you're holding partially open so you can peek out and say nanny boo boo. I clearly that's not a door that's meant for me.
Period.
Because what's behind it is a bunch of bullshit.
Period.
If the operations behind whatever that door that's being held is like that, where it empowers you to be that way with people, then it's probably not the space I'm meant to be in. Period. Anyway. Because any door I'm meant to walk through, God can kick it open anyway.
And kick it.
And kick it. Kick it the fuck open.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'm definitely not great with the like strategic playing the game or whatever. And like, but in DC, that's very much how, like, that's kind of the blanket over how most things are carried out. Like, very strategic, very, very gameplay, very like,
it's true.
Everything is a game of chess, and like everyone's figuring out what piece they are on the board and how to manipulate the other pieces on the board to get to where they're trying to go.
About it.
But that's how it is. Even when I was watching Ready to Love, because I just binged through the whole thing again with my mother because she didn't watch it.
Yeah.
And so we've watched it all day Sunday. But it was very much like that, like, and then I've also been like super fanning about it and watching all the interviews after the fact with just the people that I like on the show, whatever. Yeah. And that came up a lot. That theme came up a lot of like, there are the people who were really in this process to be in the process and being genuine.
Do they win something?
No, love is what you win at the end.
Oh,
but they treated it like it was like some prize money or something at the end. Like,
weird.
There are the people who were in it to really find love, and there are the people who were just playing the game.
Yeah,
and so, like, it's just everywhere. Especially throughout the city.
Oh my God, DC is definitely one of those places. And you know, you get people that say that when they come and visit too. They're like, the question that we ask most, what do you do? Right? Like, that is a part of that too, where like people are just like, y'all motherfuckers are really like trying to place people where you can like use them pretty much.
Essentially, yeah.
You know, and it's true.
Also very networky city.
Yeah.
I think it's less so like people are necessarily being disingenuous, where everybody's looking to network, everybody's looking to figure out who
I got a man's, I got a man's, I got a man's.
Yeah, exactly.
That can do that for you.
They can put in their Rolodex. Everybody's filling up their Rolodex.
Yeah.
And it spills into dating.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like a bunch of speed dating in DC. You don't really know if it's going to go anywhere. So just in case it doesn't, I can still keep it in my Rolodex as like my lawyer friend.
Yes.
Or my like, or whatever. Like,
yes.
So there's a lot of that.
It is.
But
no, I'm not with it. I mean, I think that it needs to, I think the, professional setting needs to fucking change. I think that, we can really be more successful if people actually cared about boundaries and mental health and all that shit, and people could be more fucking productive.
And if people just didn't just because somebody holds a certain position with a brand or in a company or whatever, don't put them on a fucking pedestal because
I hate it. I actually also hate it when it comes to my bar. When people walk it, trying to treat VIPs.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this person, first of all, and then that VIP may not even spend the same.
Or
if they spend anything. So why the fuck am I working harder for you? I'm not even getting my fucking gratuity that I'm actively working for.
I want to think that my experience I give is always, you always feel like VIP no matter what.
Exactly. The point is for everybody to feel important at your bar.
Like, yes, I want my friends to come in and cut the line.
I definitely want to feel a little extra important.
You know what I'm saying?
But everyone should feel important. Nobody should feel like this person sitting next to me is getting treatment better because of who they are. Therefore, something I must be missing from me. Where I'm
or
not
dropping everything for someone.
Yeah.
Or, like, and for people you don't even know. I'm talking about the people that are like, like, oh, this person's a writer, or like, this person's a this. I don't give a fuck.
Give a fuck if you're a writer. You're supposed to write about your authentic experience, my God.
Yes, exactly.
That's the beauty of journalism. Like, you're not a celebrity.
Definitely deserve a level of like, I'm so happy you're here. Thanks for the support.
Yeah, exactly.
Where people that are like critics or stuff like that, you get what you get, what I give,
and they give an authentic review of their authentic experience.
I hate that they get catered to. I'm sorry.
Because everybody wants a good review.
Ugh.
But it's also created this monster of a genre of people who feel like their fucking opinion is they're the arbiter of this fucking industry all of a sudden because they have a platform with an opinion.
Yes. Exactly.
Like, they're the epitome of those customers where it's like, no, the customer is 90% of the time wrong. Like, the customer's not always right. And it's especially those customers with a little bit of following and a fucking voice, and they just are willing to share their opinion over some people who may just be more private about things.
That's all of us now.
Or just leave it on Google review like me. I'm a fucking critic.
We all a little bit following and
but I keep it on Google or Yelp or Open Table and call it a day.
Period.
Or I talk to the fucking manager myself because I am a talk to your boss's boss type of bitch. I am not someone who wants to go write a whole blog dissertation about it, unless talking to your boss's boss was a fail and there's a whole structure here that's fucked, then I might do a dissertation or two.
That's right.
It might be worth my time. But,
that's real.
Child, it's a no for me. It's definitely not for me on the playing the game just to get to where you think you're supposed to be. Because 9 times out of 10, once you get to that spot after playing all them games and chipping away little bits of your soul and your authentic self along the way, you're going to get there, you're going to be upset. So,
period.
Oh.
Okay. Yes.
Wait, it's the second one is yours.
Okay, white people with locks. Okay, y'all. So, yes, I just said it.
White people with locks. That's all I said.
Okay.
With it or not.
I am with it.
You're with it.
I am.
Okay.
I am with it. And this is why, okay? I just think it's not that bad. Like, I feel as though, right? Let's go back in time before combs and brushes. Everybody's hair was long because that shit was dirty. It's just long.
Before combs.
I just feel like no matter what, if your hair is tangled for an amount of time and you never do anything to it, it just naturally does that shit.
Yes.
You know, and personally, do they look weird? Yes. Are the people attached to those locks usually weird? Yes. So I understand, but I'm with it. I'm like, fuck it.
I'm with their right to lock their hair. You have a right to let that shit nat up if that's what you feel.
Like, y'all gotta do a lot.
You gotta say, white people gotta go through a lot. And they got a lot of oil and shit build up, and they scalps just not built the same, and they don't hold.
Y'all gotta go through a lot to have that happen.
They don't hold oil and stuff the same way we do.
And I mean, even mixed people, like my girl's, she's mixed. She's black and white. She's black and Italian.
Texture.
And her hair, she tried to lock her hair so many times.
You really have to you have to twist it and let it be.
And she couldn't do that because she loved to wash her hair. So.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing about it. That's why I said all that oil build up and stuff. I don't know how y'all real committed white folks. Y'all real committed ones.
Niggas be having
where it's long. Y'all had to go a while without washing that hair.
So that's another reason why I win it, because it's like you really had to commit.
Yeah, to commit.
You wanted that. I can appreciate that.
I can appreciate that you
wanted it. I can appreciate that.
Now just leave all that extra shit. Don't be trying to Rastafari.
The reasoning of why most of these motherfuckers lock their hair, I'm not with.
Keep talking about to pull something up that's funny as shit.
It's true. Like, y'all definitely be making a bad stereotype of y'all ass. But I'm trying to say I'm with it, y'all. And people be like, and if I will like see a video or see something, and then people be like, and of course it's a white nigga with locks, and I'm just like, I'm always like, well, what's wrong with that in my head, right? I don't really ever say it, but now I'm saying it and I'm proclaiming. I'm just gonna be like, well, what's wrong with the locks? And I don't think I've ever had somebody really give me the biggest reasons. I guess it's like white women with cornrows, because I don't like that shit.
No.
I don't like a white woman with cornrows.
I am not with.
I don't like
white
that
with the cornrows.
I don't like that. I don't know if that's like
I'm not into
contradicting, but I don't give a fuck.
I have to.
Okay, what's this? What's going on? What's this?
So,
oh my god,
if y'all are familiar with the Island Boy meme.
Oh my god, they are the weirdest motherfuckers.
White people with locks.
They're the weirdest.
These idiots popped up in my... What? Kodiak. I'm not even saying their names. This stupid shit. Please don't get Locks to do this.
Okay, so we're gonna put them in the exception of niggas I don't want to see with locks, like, because why they put it up where
the tattooed island boy? What?
Who did this? Know your. We spoke with Island Boy to get.
So somebody spoke with them about Know Your Meme.
Freestyle for them.
So there's a platform called Know Your Meme. I guess they could give the behind the scenes of like.
I saw a video of them about to fight somebody at a boxing. Yeah, they were standing up on chairs and shit, and it was like white
Guaranteed
a white gang crew with another white gang crew. I was like, this is
guaranteed. This
is
white people suck. Hot ass. So I
love y'all.
Made me think when she said white people with locks, it made me think of these fucking fools.
Oh my god!
Please don't be these guys. That's it. Don't mean an island boy.
Yeah, but I just feel like some people look really great with.
I've seen.
Yes.
Really nice, well kept. Once it actually locked, really nice, well kept locks.
This is what I'm saying.
On white men.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it on white women.
No, that's so crazy because when I don't think I've ever been like, oh, there's a white woman with locks, but I guess so, and they always feel gypsy. But it's not,
yeah, it's giving gypsy. It doesn't look like they're twisted much, and it's just kind of hanging, doing this thing. And I mean, there are absolutely black people, especially in the Rastafarian religion, I'm gonna say community, who don't like do the retwisting and all that stuff because that's not what they grow their hair for. So there is that. Just don't like how it looks with stringy hair.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the aesthetic. Also, y'all are actually of that community, so it also just looks weird.
Yes.
Especially if you just carry yourself all regular, just a regular old Karen in the neighborhood with locks, it's weird.
Yes.
It's awkward looking.
It is. So, but I'm gonna be with it. I'm gonna stick by my width.
But I respect your right to do what you want with your hair.
I'm gonna stick by my width. With that. Let's do our third taste.
Yes, before we get into this next bullshit.
Child. All right, so we have Penn Square Vodka.
Ooh, child. So this is one of those vodkas we had in the archives, the seal box.
This is Thistle
Finch. Is the distillery. They're based in Pennsylvania. So we're still up in the northern regions here, and then we drop all the way down to Florida after that. So,
grain-based vodka. They didn't really say what their grains were, but the rye that they make is a mash bill of rye, wheat, and malted barley. So I was thinking maybe the vodka could be
probably same base. I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
Filtered multiple times to create a product of the highest quality is what they said. And it's distilled in Lancaster, PA. What I thought was cool is that 90% of their grains are sourced from Lancaster.
So it's giving. It's very much giving Pennsylvania.
Yes. For me though, it's giving a little rubber band on the nose.
A little rubber band, a little bread doughy.
Yeah.
It's definitely giving unbaked bread.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Sidebar. Before we go to Serenade for the Coquito Wars, you come to the warehouse with me?
Yeah.
Just ride with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Girl. Because after we finish here, I do need to pop back over there. Just do a couple things, and then I can do whatever.
I can't. I'm at your will. You have the car.
It's at your will for me. That's one of my love languages.
Gosh. I love it.
I love a little submission from my loves.
Yes.
Just a little bit, though.
Have you been thinking about the Dom?
Oh, bitch, yes.
Okay.
And first of all, me and Ross, this is one of our pillow talk topics. In all of the different ways we can either scam or find some other side hustle for all the extra millions we want to make.
I love that.
And last night, the dominatrix topic came back.
Okay.
So I feel like, because she was talking about some damn peg. I don't know how we went from pegging to somehow the topic of pegging came up. I can't remember how.
Yes.
But it somehow came up. But I was explaining to her, I was like, it doesn't count as pegging if it's a woman babe. It's not.
No.
That's just giving sex with a strap. It's
That's
not.
it.
And she just happens to like anal. That's not the same.
That's not pegging.
As topping a man.
Yes.
And so
I
that's
found somebody that wants me to do that. Yeah, I haven't done any of it.
I'm definitely contemplating making that as one of my offered services as a dominatrix.
Because you
just
can do that
with
with
my offerings.
clothes on too. Exactly. Yeah, I've seen it. I've been watching videos.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the boxers with the.
Exactly.
I'm gonna pull up my inner alpha.
Yeah.
And talk these men.
Let's do it.
Yes, I'm absolutely going to work. I'm working out my stress in the gun range officially.
I saw this
and I'm going to work out all of my
this video
aggressions by topping men.
And this guy was like, I'm this type of freaky. And there was this woman who had picked up this nigga and they was making out on this door. And I was like, the verse of power. Yeah, I was like, this crazy. I was like, God damn.
I still like I want them to still be I don't even want to be able to pick you up though. Like I like in terms of dudes, like what I find attractive in a dude.
I don't really want to pick you
up
either.
I like the height, I like the strength and all that. I'm a pick me up type of bitch. I don't want to pick you up in reverse. I'm good. It was a whole who bring that side out of me.
I was like
very specific.
It took me just like I was like, whoa.
That's a different image to process.
It was a different image to process.
I ain't doing that with y'all, but
I think like if you are able to like, you know, he could be that strong one, but he can also be able to sit back and you be that strong. I think
alpha beta hybrid is a rare breed.
Wow, I think that's something beautiful to watch. Like
it is something beautiful to watch, and I will watch.
Woo! I don't know. That's like to be that in tune with yourselves. That's beautiful. Because that's real let
That's
go.
some real security.
Yeah, what? That's real security. I don't think I got that. Yet.
I'm not picking up on you. It's just me.
It was so. I was like, ah! Bitch, it'd be like that out here.
It gives a lot of. This is another one that gives white.
Very.
On the nose.
Very. I mean, it's giving cleaning.
Very clean. Yeah, like
linen.
Yeah. Yeah. Fresh white linen.
So, like, yeah. White flowers type of thing.
White.
All right, here we go.
Palate's very different. Almost savory.
I was going to say the same thing. Mm-hmm. It's not really a flavor here.
Not a particular note.
Like, yeah.
Like just savory. Very like weighty mouthfeel.
Not exactly, but almost how umami kind of lays on your tongue is what this kind of like very, very kind of gives, because umami still takes you like deep into savory, but
it's like intro to umami. Oh, you know what I didn't?
Graham cracker. What do you think? Like the old school graham crackers. That's
the blue box.
Yes. Weirdly,
that brought me right back to childhood at my great grandparents' house, child, because they always had them graham crackers in the house.
Damn, it was when I put it to my nose.
That was the only time I would ever eat them.
Right here too, just kind of wow.
It takes you on a journey, y'all.
That's crazy. Because at first I was like, rubber.
Yeah, I think we had to get past the fumes of it all.
Yeah.
The esters.
Okay, Thistle Finch.
Thistle Finch ain't bad. So far, I have not tasted anything on the lineup that's like bad.
I know.
I've had bad vodkas.
I've definitely had bad vodkas. I used to drink them for college. I was talking about Speck and raspberry the other day.
Speck, y'all are terrible.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if I should.
We're still in with it or not?
Yes.
Just so y'all know.
So I was showing Dee. I sent her this Instagram post. I don't even know. Was it a link?
Yeah, I was gonna say look under links. Sneaky link.
Oh, yep. And it pretty much was like, why is it so profitable? Sorry. To shit on black women.
Of this post and for the tubers.
Yeah, and should they also were like, should men even be allowed to have podcasts? I mean, I think so. There are like good men podcasts out there, but
yes,
It was talking about the Black Manosphere. So, Manosphere. Manosphere is essentially a collection of men-led blogs, websites, podcasts, and forums that promote sexist beliefs. The Manosphere encompasses men's rights activists, incels, that's involuntary celibates, I don't know what that means, and more groups that promote extremist and dangerously outdated beliefs about women.
Ugh. Bunch of antiquated, misogynistic, patriarchal ass bullshit.
Men of all races who celebrate and frequent these platforms are united by one thing: their unwavering commitment to misogyny. Damn, unwavering.
And self-hate.
Okay, and
if you hate black women, you hate yourself.
And commitment that they feel entitles them to high online engagement. Because all weird ass niggas they love it.
They love a platform, honey.
So the Black Manosphere is extremely racialized version of the general manosphere, where black women are the primary targets of misogyny. Black men have long internalized harmful ideals about black women, like most people. Like, y'all really need to think about yourselves before the internet was even a thought. But the Black Manosphere has made those ideas especially public, accessible, and profitable.
It's almost like the toxic barbershop talk has just made its way to podcasts.
Right. An actual conversation
We're not even gonna give them a fucking shout out to fucking bullshit ass podcast. We already know because it's been circulating. Ain't no secret. These fucking fools.
Yeah, somebody said something, but like, if you want to date a bunch of Shaniquas, go for it, man. And then someone said, LaQuisha.
Old cartoon character looking ass.
They don't look good. I've been
rejected my whole high school fucking career, head ass nigga.
Then they go, me and Fresh aren't really, I'm sorry I said the name, but aren't really down with the brown like that. We ain't night riders.
We're not night riders. Come on.
And this nigga black as hell. Night rider? Nigga, you is the night. The night stays with you, nigga. Exactly. What is we talking?
All these light brights or whatever the fuck you call women that you get with.
Sometimes if they're red bone. When's the last time you heard red bone? I mean,
still quite often.
I don't hear that shit no more. I don't know.
Mostly from Southerners, but
I was gonna say ever since I left Georgia, I haven't. I haven't heard it since I left Georgia.
Yeah.
Which was over 10 years ago. But like in general, me and blah blah. But don't dabble in the dark if you know what I'm saying.
I know that you're saying you're a racist and that you hate your mom.
Like, I just think that...
And if you have sisters, you hate them too. You have nieces, you hate them too.
So, as y'all... Of course, it's a motherfucking nah. Period. And for me, I think this is what is really sad about this, right? This is something that you can actually take back to slavery.
Absolutely.
And the mental games that they played and the mental chains and blocks and things to break down us as black people. To break down the
connection of black people to one another.
It stems from there. But beyond that, this really stems from traumatic experiences. To me, is what I'm believing. Unless you're really just doing this just to, you have loving black women around you, but you want to do this for money, then you're just a fucking dickhead.
You're a fuckboy.
Like,
because those words are gonna still confirm people who really feel that way.
Period. It makes no sense. But
whether you're just doing it for a coin, like Future not taking drugs, but then singing about drugs and having a fan base that's a bunch of drug takers, and they feel confirmed by looking at their idol or their favorite artist or whatever, feeling like, oh, well, he's sipping on lean and codeine, promethazine. Well, why can't I? And then they die. But you don't actually do drugs, my guy. Your words have weight. These motherfuckers' words should not have no fucking weight, but they have a platform, and having a following gives your words weight to people perceiving you from the outside.
I just don't understand how, like, do you have a mother, or did you just spawn from the dirt?
Or do you just have a shitty relationship with your mother, and therefore you just hate women, period, or women who look like her?
How can you say anything as of such things? Like, it makes no sense, and I don't think it should be fucking profitable.
With the brown. You're brown.
We're not night riders.
How disgusting.
Fuck is you talking about, bro? Like, what is we talking about? Night
racism.
Night riders.
Night riders.
And I mean, this man is dark as hell. These niggas is dark. Like, this is it. Like, what?
Both of them dark.
So
and
you
funny
hate
looking.
your skin too when you look in the mirror.
They don't even have the right aesthetically to have these views. I'm sorry.
It's like the most extreme.
If we want to go by societal standards,
gender colorism.
Let's just start at a baseline of societal standards of beauty. These motherfuckers fall so far beneath that barometer, beneath that line, they're nowhere near the threshold.
And those are always the
to have, and it's always the funny looking joints. It's the ones with the dad bod and the fucking beer gut and the fucking weird ass features and the sunken in eyes and the nose that sticks 40 feet out in front of their face and the fucking weird shaped head that always should have a cap on it. The motherfuckers who are probably better off growing the beardiest beard they could find that they could fucking manifest, that have the most to say about the opposite sex. And it's because they're salty that they have been rejected by beautiful brown-skinned women their whole fucking life. Or maybe that one joint broke your heart when you were fucking 12 and your balls just dropped and you were just so infatuated with this one beautiful chocolate girl and she rejected you and so now you hate all black women. Fuck you. And the fucking ego you rode in on and every motherfucking man who listens to that man-splain stupid ass bullshit. I'm not even gonna get myself so upset. I just find it so disgusting. And I find the fact that it has a platform so disgusting.
It's just like...
And that it reverberates through rooms and perpetuates this bullshit bothers me.
It really does.
And I am perfectly married and fine and don't plan on seeing none of y'all niggas. It's
true,
not even hitting your personal place, but it's horrible.
No, it is. But it also is still personal because it's perpetuated. Like at the end of the day, the things that we run into are stemmed from that mentality. Yes,
and from those conversations. Not even on a dating level, just period.
Yeah, it's just what we have to go through just walking down the motherfucking street. You know what I'm saying? Or people viewing us on our Instagrams or whatever the fuck it is. Whatever kind of hatred is coming towards us is fueled in that area. And it's
by
just
like this.
You know what I'm saying? And it's you know, and not to be like tit for tat, but I think it's so funny. You get so many black men that say that and there are black women that ain't shit about, you know, black men
for
either.
Sure.
But
there
like you get so many
who will only
you get so
date
many
a man outside their race because they feel like there's just no black man who's gonna provide.
I'm just tired of hearing the hate narratives from both sides. Like, because black men talk about, they don't even like us, but then y'all got a whole you're making money off of hating me.
And then having chocolate women on your platform and treating them like shit.
At that point I want to be an assassin. At that point I wish I was an undercover assassin that you put me on there so that I could slice your throat on television. That was violent, but it's true. I find myself wanting to be that person sometimes for people like you.
I definitely fantasize and put myself in some of them assassin shoes. Just one of them quick little,
just
cracking neck real quick. Like,
I always
wanted to learn
how
to
my
just
God.
kiss somebody with a neck crack. That shit is wild.
That shit is so wild.
It's a little dark, y'all. Sorry, but I watch so many different shows where people are literally trained to kill you by cracking your neck.
Gone.
Some people.
Maybe another life.
Picture myself in another life, in another being.
I'm an assassin. It's probably a lonely life, but I might do it.
To sneak up on you and just crack your neck real quick and go about my business.
I really want to be like so calm and collected and just know in the back of my head that I can like
keep talking because I could crack your neck if I want, and just be confident in that fact that if I wanted to right now it could be over. One day. Maybe in my next life. We
gonna see.
Military judo trained and shit. Know how to break your gun apart, reconfigure it and shit.
But it's so sad because it's just a cycle of trauma, and they're creating trauma that's going to create more trauma. That's going to create trauma. And you know, it's just like that type of person is going to go to the grave without ever really looking inside themselves. Like they're never gonna look inside.
They're making money off of.
How do you talk to your mom? There's no way you're talking to a mom.
And I want to know what their mothers feel.
If you have a sister,
I really want to know what.
There's no way.
I want to know what the women in their lives feel about their perspective.
Like, how do we get here?
Like,
How do you get there? And you like, ain't no, none of them niggas look mixed unless they was adopted. I don't know. I can see if they was adopted. Child, I don't know, bro.
They black as the fucking night sky.
We're not mother. They
got
black.
the nerve. There's no mix.
Like
there's no question.
Black.
Y'all may be
Black.
their first generation American or something. And because there is that factor, variable that comes into play with some people, where their family's not from here, and so they have an issue with Black American women. So there's all types of factors. None of it's right.
I hate it.
None of it's okay.
I hate it.
It's all bullshit, and it's all self-hate. Either way, doesn't matter.
Legit.
So
it is really hating yourself.
I would never say their podcast name out loud. Fuck them.
Every time someone is hating on a Black woman, you are in turn hating on yourself.
You're hating on yourself.
I'm sorry.
If you come from a Black woman, which
even if you're white, you hating on Black. You're hating on your hate is
white,
on you.
Either you or somebody down your lineage was nursed by a Black woman.
Listen,
educated by
if
a
you're
Black
hating
woman,
on a Black woman,
cared
you
for
hate
by a Black woman.
yourself. I don't give a fuck what you're telling me. Every time you talk about a Black woman, you talk about you. Listen,
about
you don't like you have insecurities of yourself. Absolutely. Anyways, you just like to project on us because we can't be. I mean, a lot of us can't be projected on, and so you like to keep trying. You keep trying.
Back on yourself. Huh?
Yeah, okay, back on yourself because I'm over it.
Oh, you want to do our next sip before this last word or not?
Yes.
Okay.
We're doing good.
So St. Augustine, this is where we jump down to Florida now, y'all.
Oh, we're doing real good.
So we're doing St. Augustine vodka, which is the base is sugarcane.
Okay.
So we've gone from, just to recap for y'all, we have gone from 100% corn to a honey base to a grain base.
Yes.
Now to a sugarcane base.
Yes.
We've talked about sugarcane before, but only in the context of rum. We've talked about 100% corn before, but only in the context of bourbon. So this is really cool. Like, we've talked about grain-based spirits, but usually it's been a whiskey or a gin. So it's nice to see vodka have something in each category that you could actually compare with another spirit with the same base. So this one, their base is sugarcane.
Yes.
St. Augustine Distillery Florida Cane Vodka is pot stilled from 100% Florida farmed sugar cane and was awarded a double gold medal by the 50best.com.
Oh, that's cool.
In their best domestic vodka contest. Okay.
Wow.
Cuts are made by hand, ensuring only the best quality spirit goes in each bottle of this super premium small batch Florida Cane Vodka. This distillation process creates a spirit free from impurities, producing an incredibly smooth vodka.
Okay, vodka. I think it's pretty cool that cuts are made by hand. I guess some people have it like timed, maybe.
Yeah.
They're not. So I guess that means that like people are tasting.
Cut by hand.
I'm
what
thinking.
do they mean?
I'm thinking that it's like you're timing how long your still is, then you are literally smelling, tasting, and being like, okay, this needs to know.
Let's keep this or let's cut this off.
Yeah. I think that's what that means. And I didn't
very
know.
hands-on. I like it.
I didn't know that it would be. I thought that's just what you did anyways. But I guess
this could also be another one of those things, same as gluten free, where everyone does it, but not everyone's advertising it.
That or people have gotten so like when you start to get into a production, it's like you know when the time
you know
you're
exactly
still.
when to make your cut, so you know when to.
Like it's not
true.
So
whereas this could be a very personalized experience each time.
Wow. And for vodka, you would think you wouldn't need to do something like that. So I think. I mean,
they're definitely making
that kind of gets
to
me.
Give it like an artisanal
like
kind of
we're really paying
approach.
attention to this. Okay,
you can definitely that sugar cane comes through in the nose the same way, kind of like a grassy, sweetie-ish kind of those notes would come through, similar to a rum. Obviously, less grass.
Yeah, the grass is coming through.
It's very light.
It's
almost like fresh cut grass, like the grass that's left. If that makes sense for my people who mow lawns.
No, for real though. Oh, that's all I can really
Past
get.
the grassiness, it's not a ton of like different notes.
Yeah, this is leading itself, like it said, spirit free from impurities. Like this is really leaning to
very
what
clean.
Vodka used to be characterized as kind of like a no aroma, no taste type of spirit.
Very neutral.
Very neutral. But you can smell that it's from sugarcane.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And you can taste it too.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Another one that's very mouth-filling, very mouth-warming.
Yeah. Ooh, I love...
Another one that ends a little waxy.
Oh, very. What I like is that you can really tell it's sugarcane. Sugarcane is... It's magical to me. I think sugarcane is so magical in what it does and, like, really, like, understanding the terroir from it.
Mm-hmm.
And this gives such a, like, warming... But it's not... It's not sweet. This is not sweet. But, like, the sugar essence is there.
Yep.
Which is really cool.
Like, the cane.
Yeah.
Because when you bite into sugar cane, yes, you get sweet from the juice, though. Mm-hmm. The body of that sugar cane itself is where you get more of that bite, more of that grassiness or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't really get sweet till you get to the juice. So this is giving that outer part of the sugar cane itself, kind of.
This is one I think I want to put in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
On some Russian shit.
This would be a good freezer joint.
I think I want to keep that in the freezer.
If you wanted to do some neutral shots.
Yeah, exactly. I think
this was the
I'm trying to figure that out.
For that.
I think I want to put that in the freezer.
Well, girl, yes, this bottle of yours, the only one I'm taking is the White Blossom.
No, the White Blossom is delicious. I can't wait to get to that on here. Mm-hmm. No, we haven't tasted it yet. No, just playing. Okay, y'all. So
our last, believe it or not, I added this one.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching this new show on OWN. Of course, it's a reality TV show. Y'all know me. It's called Ladies Who List Atlanta. I'm loving the black women real estate content, though. I'm here for it.
That's awesome.
So that's great.
Yeah.
They keep showcasing all these very beautiful, gorgeous, put together, very about their business black women, and I love that. They've got, on this show, they've got not just the real estate agents, but also the closing attorneys. Love to see it on the law side. So, what I'm not digging right now, just as a theme that's happening, this one particular agent, her name is Robin. Been through a lot in her life. Okay, yes. But she's one of those women who doesn't like other women and doesn't want to work with other women. And, like, she classified herself as not playing well in the sandbox. This has been a common phrase that's been thrown around because she said it about herself. Then one of her close friends kind of regurgitated that back to her.
She's a brat.
She's very bratty. Oh, she's very bratty. In the way she handles conflict and stuff and the way she handles her friends. Very bratty. She's one of those that, like, if you don't submit to exactly what she wants you to say, she throws a tantrum and walks off. So she, this season, this whole show starts off with her having this idea of wanting to collaborate with all these other real estate agents and these and closing attorneys or whatever, and just kind of really dominating the Atlanta market by working together as a conglomerate. It's her idea. But at the same time, she makes all of these remarks all the time about this is why you can't work with women, and this is what's wrong with working with women, and this is why I don't keep a lot of women around me. Like, she makes those type of statements very regularly, but at the same time wants to pull women together to work together.
No.
It doesn't make sense.
No, you can't do both.
All women empowerment and we should all band together in this whole thing, but then at the same time, on a personal level, you have all these negative feelings towards your own species.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand it. It's counterproductive. You're inevitably always going to have conflict.
I literally can't.
Like, this is, it's like, cue the crickets.
We need to get a soundbox so bad. But
bitch,
like,
you read my mind because I was definitely thinking about that today. I was like, we got to figure out what it costs to get a soundbox.
Yeah, we'll figure that out too. But like, my brain stops moving because I hate a real contradictory ass motherfucker. Like,
it drives me nuts
when you can see them saying and living something totally different.
You want to bring all these women together, but you personally hate having relationships with women. Both cannot be true.
You've got
Not
to heal that
successfully.
part. No, and
You gotta heal that
because all you're gonna do, you're going in. Oh, you're going in
really
circles.
her issue is with
going
her
in
mother,
circles.
but the issues that she hasn't healed with when it comes to her mother, because her mother had her young, but then when she got pregnant young, put her out the house instead of being understanding and helping her, guiding her, having walked that path herself. She rejected her for it. Sent her out to figure it out on her own.
Oh no!
Doesn't sound like she's healed that part.
Yeah, no.
And so
I don't know how
that's carried out throughout how every then interaction with women has come into play as she grew up. But she has let
that's definitely been a
create
huge part.
this narrative for her about what it's like to interact with women. But if that's your truth, okay, don't then turn around and think, but I want to make money with y'all.
Yeah, find something else. Find
something.
women empowerment is not your thing.
Not your thing.
It could be something else.
You need to heal your shit first.
It could be plants. It could be mental health. It could be
she does yoga, stick to your yoga.
Yeah, like just stay
the
there.
The instructor's even a man.
And it gotta be with women. You could do something with men. It's fine. Like just because you're not.
Be the only woman in a male-run brokerage.
You're just
or something.
gonna be
like,
hurting yourself or hurting other people constantly in this circle. It's a vicious circle.
Because she has that mentality, she's gonna constantly perpetuate negative interactions with women.
Constantly. It's gonna happen before it happens. Like you have solidified your future with that type of shit. Like no.
So
you're going down the same path.
I don't like the contradictoriness of it. I don't like the faux women empowerment because it's trendy to be pro women right now. You want to hop on the bandwagon as a woman, even though personally you really don't like to interact with that many women. But you think it'll help your pocketbook.
And don't get me wrong. Like a bitch is okay. So. I'm, of course, pro women. But you ain't gonna catch me. I'm not about to be like, now you see me with Shakti's Best, black women this, black women that, but I am not bringing conferences of women together. I'm not trying to be
That's not my lane.
Let's do 15 women in a room. No, I personally already understand that we can't all be in the same place. Okay? But I like to highlight certain individuals
doing their thing.
I like individualist feminism. I don't know if that makes any sense.
It is individualist feminism. That's what it's giving.
Because when we all we don't need to all be together because some of y'all motherfuckers just don't need to be together. I don't need to be around you. Like I've been disappointed. I understand where she's coming from.
I get where she's coming from.
But she can't be doing the let's do this. No.
But I'm not generalizing all women that way either. Like I have had disappointing interactions with women, with girls, whatever. Yeah. But I'm not gonna not have women friends just because I've been burned by women friends.
Yes, it's true.
Like that's like saying I'll never date again just because I've had bad relationships.
That's true. I mean,
but she's also single, so
look, I understand that road too. Look. Like, fuck these motherfuckers.
But you can only write people off but for so long. Because you also on the other side of that token want love and want companionship and want affection and want consistency and security and all of that too. So it's like, do you want to hate them all? Or do you want to get back out there and learn to trust again?
It's going to be a circle until you can heal something.
And maybe she wants
to
rectify that and make better experiences with women, but the way she's approaching it right now is not looking like it's
contradictory.
Yeah, it's very contradictory. So
damn, I ain't with that. I don't like it either. Shit. I don't like the.
I want it to be genuine.
I don't like face value type shit. Like exactly. I don't like that type of like surface bullshit. Like you really gotta these types of works doing things like that.
Talking personal gain. I don't like it.
It just doesn't. It doesn't help anything. Mm-hmm. It's actually keeping everything stagnant.
Exactly.
If you're not doing shit for your inner you. While you're trying to, also do it community-wise.
The second it no longer makes you any money or it doesn't look lucrative, you stop doing it.
You can't be doing the surface shit. The surface shit don't work. It doesn't work. Mm-hmm. Surface shit will never work. It makes you miserable.
Like shit.
That's it. It just makes you fucking miserable. What's the point of that? Nothing. Ain't no point.
Some people are so used to being miserable that's just
how they can live.
The space that they know that.
I can't put my brain in that.
Insecurity. Like if you've constantly grown up in that type of energy or been around that type of energy or whatever, at a certain point it's what you're used to, it's what you can predict. And so it's what you attract, because to even try to attract something different and unknown is scarier than just going with the devil that you know.
Oof. I don't know if I could ever put myself in that position.
No.
I don't think I can put myself in that position.
I don't want to be that well acquainted with misery. I'm good.
Ooh, get it out of here.
Please get it the fuck away. Get off me.
Get off of me. Okay, period. I can't. The fuck? It's enemy, not anymore. Like, I don't give a no. A bitch will rip off.
Giving zombie apocalypse. Get the fuck off me.
I'm not playing around.
Like, no.
Listen, you're not eating me. You're not eating this energy. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, no.
There's all types of ways to get ate. That won't be it.
Yo, she did that shit. God.
Shout out to Chloe Bailey, y'all. Shout out to her.
Damn.
Cheers to you, queen.
Like,
Cheers to you.
I think I just have to, like, really accept her being sexy.
Yeah. She is going.
I think mentally
she
I'm
said,
not.
Y'all are not going to act like I'm not out here fucking. That's what she said.
I'm still blocking it. I'm sorry, Chloe. Because it's like, part of me is like,
she was,
put some clothes on. And then inside of me is like, you can't. You are a grown woman. Do what you need to do.
It's giving.
It was so
I'm
much.
here for all of it, girl.
She has a great.
It's giving gloss lip. It's giving
soft
session explosive, soft, seductress.
Was supple?
It was the word supple. It's giving supple. It's giving supple. I see you, sis. Do you, bitch? Whoever got up in them guts and got you together like this, Miss Ma'am. Yeah. Cheers to that man. Cheers to that man.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Clank, clank to
Which
that
one
man.
was
I don't even know. I'm just picking one, chill. Clank, clank to that nigga. Because she is feeling herself and I love it. She's coming into her own. I don't even know.
Just now? White chocolate.
Really?
On the taste. Weirdly. What do you think?
In texture too.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. In texture too.
Cool thing, guys.
That's what a little
so after talking about in the medias.
Yes.
What's tea?
This is our What's Tea segment, y'all.
Okay.
What's the
so
news topics, social media,
yes,
TV,
yes,
that all falls into What's Tea.
Yes.
What's happening in the pop culture verse?
Yes,
basically.
The pop culture verse. I can't believe the word verse. As humans, like literally everything's a verse.
Everything's a verse.
It's just like there's a.
And now the fucking ever since we started talking about that motherfucking metaverse, now everything is NFTs and fucking metaverse.
What the fuck is an NFT
exhausted
again?
by it all. So NFTs,
it's like
literally just like digital shit that's being traded, like
the originals, right? But people can screenshot them. This is stupid. We'll talk about it another day.
It's confusing. I'm not even gonna get into it because it's confusing. My wife is trying to teach me.
There's no concrete way to it.
So you can own an original of something.
But how can you verify it's an original?
You're purchasing it directly from the person who created it.
But
it has to get person to person who created it. Now, how then once it leaves that person who created it, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Ain't no way to verify that shit.
Because I've been asking Rob that in 20 different ways. I've been asking that shit. Okay, so you own this bored ape or this lazy bunny.
What?
It's a thing. Literally a bored, like BORED, ape. There's a series of these, one of one different versions of this ape in different ways, different clothes, different facial but they all look bored in the face. The bored ape.
Okay.
Then there's the lazy bunny or some shit. Don't look, y'all. Don't quote me. Lazy bunny. Literally a bunch of different iterations of a bunny. Giving all these different lazy faces and things. And so you can purchase these, each individual, different junk.
Yeah.
And trade them like it's a stock or something.
Yeah.
So there are people who are joining together in these different groups. There's a bored ape group. There's a lazy bunny group. There's a something lion group or whatever.
Damn, I can't find their name.
You can what's essentially you can mint something, which is okay. I'm gonna go down the confused rabbit hole if I try to do too much.
Damn,
so there's this process of minting it that makes it worth more, and then you can sell it and all this. Roz already made. She flipped 2 and made $200 or $300 off of each.
How?
And then she has another one she's holding on to now because right now she could make $1,400 off of it.
What?
Because the value is just increasing. So
That's great.
That's NFTs. But the metaverse part of it is like you can purchase property in the metaverse.
No, I'm done.
Snoop Dogg has a fucking neighborhood in the metaverse. And to purchase a house in Snoop Dogg, in the vicinity of Snoop Dogg, is like really expensive right now because he has these virtual concerts, and Justin Bieber has a virtual concert in his backyard and shit. Niggas is about to be putting on these fucking goggles, living these virtual lives, being virtual weirdos, and making a lot of money doing. It's happening very fast.
This is happening too
I
fast.
was already tuning in.
This is too fast.
There was
Sorry.
a Clubhouse conversation happening last night among people in the beverage industry about the fun things they're seeing with cocktailing in the metaverse. They're talking about metaverse cocktail parties. They're talking about speakeasies in the metaverse and all this stuff.
That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense. How do I virtually drink something? I want my liquor to actually enter me. How do I virtually go to a speakeasy with a virtual cocktail? How do I verify this cocktail is balanced? How do I know that it's actually good?
Making my brain like
It's
explode.
confusing. I'm confused. I don't get it.
All right.
I want my life to happen in real life. I want all of my senses to tingle.
I don't want to do it.
I'm not doing that.
Hate that shit.
The money part of it sounds appealing because it's like just started. But that's a lot of work to do something I don't actually like just for a coin.
No.
Like, I'm gonna cater to the people who want to stay on Earth. If you want to be out here in the real universe with me,
We will figure it out.
we're here for you.
Yeah, cause
If you don't want to go into the metaverse and live your whole life living off like water and air and fucking megapixels, we're the people for you. Because I can't. I don't want a pixelated life. I'm not doing it. I was like, Rob, I support you flipping and getting a coin however you want to get a coin, but the second you put on a pair of goggles, bitch, I'm dumping them in
Coming
water
soon.
and I don't care how much you paid for them. We're not doing this. We're not doing it.
that's so weird.
No. You're gonna be walking around our goddamn house, these goggles on the shit. Can't even see where you going.
Down the steps she goes.
We got 4 sets of oh hell no.
You gonna have to put up child gates.
Foot tap a gate. Oh shit. We take the goggles. The second that it happens.
You gotta
it's
lock a
no.
door.
But
Lock
no.
a door at
For
that
her,
point.
she's just trying to figure out how to flip this shit, but it's confusing as fuck. And I'm not excited about it
I
at
hope
all.
y'all have fun in the NFT world.
Well, let's get into us too.
Okay, so Euphoria's back. I don't really know much about this, but I watched one episode with Dee.
And it was very intense.
It was intense. It was
The
intense.
entire thing is intense. I haven't caught up
And
on
I
this
just
week's
feel like,
episode.
honestly, it's probably too real for my ass who does drugs. And I just feel like the show is probably depressing and
it's an
annoying.
eye-opener for me that
it's just like,
teenagers are really out here living like this.
So
That was so not my experience
so
as a teenager.
specific because like it's so funny because I've been seeing people do videos of like where it's like one clip of like Euphoria high school and there's like me in high school. It's like dorky.
Like
dorky.
shit, like my G.
It's a very
I was nowhere near so
land.
sexually advanced. Like I had a boyfriend who I did things with, but they're like on some other shit. Like they're fucking like whole adults. Like
That's what I thought was weird about the new Gossip Girl too.
yeah.
It was the same
But
kind of
apparently
feel.
this life of the wealthy.
Oh, okay.
There's a
that
lot
makes sense.
more. They're treated like adults, but in that I can I can see how that would be, especially in
Yeah.
a fast-paced city like New York, especially because even in like Arlington and Alexandria, where there's just a lot of old money,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of white people who let their kids pretty much do what the fuck they want to do. There is a
Yeah.
lot of that. I've served a lot of minors in their home, which was legal. Don't come for me. But they just let them do what the fuck they want to do.
Yeah.
And so I could see how if all you're doing is taking in what you see the adults do and regurgitating it,
Yeah.
how you could just be doing too much as
Yeah.
a teenager. I can see that.
Which might be better in the long run, depending on like if you can.
Depending on
deal
how
with
you
it.
handle it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have the maturity for that shit that you're doing for real, and nobody's guiding you on the emotional intelligence part of it, you're going to be fucked.
Fucked.
Super
Period.
fucked. Because it's
Yeah.
all about emotional intelligence at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah, that's true.
You could be intellectually intelligent, but you're still taking in all this stuff like a sponge.
Yeah.
That emotionally you don't even know how the adults are processing it, and no one's telling you how to process it, and you're still dealing with it like a fucking child. Because at the end of the day, your body is still the age that it is. Your brain is the age that it is.
At the end of
your fucking loins are the age that they are.
You only live so long.
You've only lived for so long.
You only live so long.
And what the adults have on you is life experience.
Period.
And having gone through something already. So if nobody's telling you how to process the things that you're taking in, you're fucked at the end of the day. Like, you're processing that shit in your 40s with your therapist on some woulda, coulda, shoulda shit.
Yeah. So
that's a lot. Euphoria is a lot. It's intense. It's a great show, though. Very well written. Shout out to Zendaya. I watched it to support her.
That's real.
And then I got caught up in the plot because it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's definitely
I think there are people that I didn't think would be watching it that are watching it that are really enjoying it. So I think that the show is very impactful, which is great. I don't think I can take it in. I don't. And I'm like, I already am not like really big on watching teenagers do anything.
That's definitely, you're not a fan of that shit.
Don't give a fuck! Like, let the teenagers do that shit. But at the end of the day, like, you know, it's a way to connect to that time, like coming of age, or even like in an age of like really trying to understand you and understand identity and understand, like, that shit is like, you can constantly watch that. So I understand why that happens. Like, anime is about children, so I get it.
Yeah,
you know, so like I am watching technically. I am watching that type of shit.
To take it in animated form too.
Yeah, like I've been such on an anime kick lately, but I think Euphoria is. I think it's gonna be really. I think it's being very impactful.
For sure, it's another one of those like kind of dark-ish teen shows, like the 13 Reasons Why. You probably never watched that.
No, because
it's too much. I had to stop watching it. The last season I stopped watching just because it's just emotionally it's too much.
I can't do it.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
It's so much.
I also had to stop watching anything about white men being serial killers too. Like,
yeah, I can't. I can't.
People are like,
the last thing I need is my perspective of white men to be skewed, where I'm thinking everybody with a mustache and glasses is out here to kill me. like every.
But they are though. I'm sorry, y'all. Actually, I don't know anybody right now, so it's okay. No, you might be. Or that all y'all, I mean, y'all, I don't know. I don't even want to go down the rabbit hole.
Let's not even go down that rabbit hole. Let's not get canceled before we even get started.
Period, because I can't, and people be like, oh yeah, but I'm like, I don't want to watch shit about white serial killers.
I watched one of them documentaries on Netflix about a serial killer. He happened to be white, y'all. Sorry. They usually but it was like the Times Square jump, the torso killer or some weird shit like that. And this was like back in like the 70s, 80s when like the crime got real heavy in Times Square after they started introducing like peep shows and nude theaters and like all the like porn and stuff started becoming popular like in movie theaters and shit. It brought this whole new element to Times Square or whatever. So 42nd Street was like a fucking death trap. And so there was this fucking serial killer.
Why is sex so close to death?
Why is sex so close to... I don't know why sex has to lead to crime.
Yeah.
Like,
it's so
because
weird.
America criminalizes sex. That's why. That's why.
That too.
Because there are no laws to protect sex workers.
Yeah.
And make it a crime.
That's true.
And so therefore you have to do it under like the guise of something else. There's a seedy kind of essence to it because you have to be secretive about it.
This is true.
Because it's not something where it's taxed and where you can pay taxes on it. It could therefore be protected by certain laws and all that stuff. When something is a crime, there's an element of seediness and just dirtiness that comes with it. Because there's this group of people who just believe it because you shouldn't do it, there should be laws against you doing it, and you should like it's bullshit.
I hate it.
It's bullshit. But the same way with like making weed a crime. Like the second that it stopped being criminalized, it's in everything. It's this light air around it now. It's commercial. It's marketable. You no longer have to stand on street corners to get it. Like it changes everything once they figure out how to tax you on it. But they can't control somebody paying you cash to fuck, and so they have a problem with it.
It's annoying.
But that's the American way.
Yeah,
can I make $1 off of you doing it? No? Okay, it's a crime to sell.
That's stupid.
So it's fucking dumb. But because that they made it the seedy, criminalized thing, it attracted a criminal element.
Yeah.
So motels and stuff that are in that area, hotels or whatever, either they're not well kept, so they're cheap, they're paying by the hour or whatever, like, and so that brings an element to it. So the serial killer was getting away with all these killings, chopping up these girls, like leaving just their torso, taking their head, taking their like limbs, leaving just the torso after raping them and all this stuff. Yes. And leaves the fucking scene of the crime meticulous, other than just the body and like that aspect of it. But he's using these this one dirty ass motel where they barely go in to clean these rooms. They're just assigning people shit and it's filthy and they're not even going in to check or anything like that until the smell of dead body or until somebody's reported missing or whatever and she's known to be a sex worker and therefore they're looking in areas where she frequents or whatever. Like, but this serial killer was getting away with this shit with that. Like, because of... I can't even remember. It was a lot. Because he was he was coming into New York from New Jersey. So this is a otherwise regular looking dude. Working in some office in fucking New York. His home, family life is all in New Jersey. So he's taking a fucking train into New York, working, doing whatever, then roaming these streets at night, killing people, and then taking his ass back home to New Jersey. Not even being looked at as a suspect. So...
Over it.
Needless to say.
Yeah. I'm not watching those.
I'm not watching that shit. That was enough for me. I was like, okay, I'm
over it.
Even if it is a period piece, these people still exist.
Period.
The movie Scream. Are you into those type of movies? I'm not.
I haven't seen Scream in so long.
I'd seen like, you know, it wasn't even Scream that I saw. I saw like the Scary Movie making fun of it, the spoof versions.
Yeah.
I'm not watching the real thing, but Ra had me watching that goddamn Scream at the movie theaters when we did our anniversary weekend in Georgetown.
Really?
Yes.
That's what y'all want to go watch.
She likes that type of shit.
Okay.
She's into the stabby films and the fucking Halloweens and all this shit.
But can
I've been making an effort to... Exactly. But making an effort to watch the stuff she's into, whatever.
Nice.
Plot-wise, it wasn't bad, but I say the reason it's relevant to what we were just talking about is because there are whole fucking Reddit threads about like people who are like glorifying these killers and the methods that they use and how long they got away with it and like studying what they did and recreating these scenarios. Yeah. Which is essentially the plot in the Scream.
That's annoying as fuck.
Creepy as fuck. These people are committed to...
I hate that so much.
Upholding the integrity of these killings.
Yes, I hate it.
The integrity.
I mean, you know, everything humans do is art, right?
So they say. I ain't going with that. Killing is not a fucking art. Can it be considered a skill? Yeah, if you're trained to crack my fucking neck in 2 seconds, yes. But this other weird, demented shit, no.
It's annoying as hell.
It's disgusting. It's creepy. It's scary. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Let's get off that.
Yeah.
Let's get into something positive.
Yeah. Yes, MJ Rodriguez.
Yes, bro.
First trans actress to win Golden Globe Award.
Yeah, for Pose, right?
Yes, for Pose. And I think that is just amazing. I really do hope that does open up a lot more doors. Like, I mean, it has to, right?
The doors are opening in the trans community.
Yeah.
From someone on the outside, I would say. Now, we have to ask somebody who's in the trans community. But
I hope so.
It seems so. It seems to be so. We got T.S. Madison on Fox Soul now. It's great.
Okay. That's a what's
got her own variety show on Fox Soul, which is fab.
I love that.
So, yeah, it's happening. Fox is like apparently just ahead of the curve with bringing in trans creators for sure. Because Pose is on FX,
their horrible fucking news.
Maybe
because
their fucking news channel trash.
It's so trash,
garbage. But their creative work, their sitcoms, the creatives that they support, great choices.
They're confusing.
Great choices. So it's a balance. Maybe 2 different departments. Maybe the news department and the fucking. Cable people, whoever controls the content that goes onto actual cable, they're just 2 different people. It gotta be. Gotta be. Or somebody who's just completely splitting themselves down the middle because it's very different. But congratulations to you, MJ. We love everything that you do.
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Drake.
Condom-gate. Hot-sauce-gate.
So
and I'm still kind of waiting for, like, someone to come out and say this shit was not even a true story, but I think it is. It's
a true story at this point.
Even Drake posted after it. It was like, let the bitch. He said, let the bitch. But he, they do like a quote or something, or cryptic caption or whatever. It was a cryptic caption about somebody getting a 15 minutes of fame or whatever. I'll take the other 23 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh shit!
It's so very interesting.
Oh my god!
For those living under a rock,
he did the right thing.
Absolutely, he fucked a joint in a hotel, whatever, within his rights to do. And afterwards, I guess he decided to opt against flushing the condom, which is bad for pipes. Stop flushing condoms, y'all. It's bad for the fucking plumbing. Anyway, he put hot sauce in the condom to kill off the spermies. Fully within his rights to do. It's his sperm. The fuck.
Period.
And it's Drake. Bitches out here trying to trap Drake. So
why are we going back into? Why are you going back into the condom?
Into the bathroom, into the trash can.
Right.
Saw that it was red and tried to put it in herself anyway.
Like
the visual of this entire situation for me made my stomach turn. Because it's like, one, you went in the trash can. Ew. Two, you fucking saw that it had to have a red hue. And then if you even went through the process to say, maybe it's blood, and then you still went in, and it still went in.
Like, that don't make no sense to me.
You already don't care about yourself.
At all, whatsoever.
Because you were willing to risk an STD or something just to potentially be impregnated by Drake.
That's just putting, someone's dick blood inside you. I don't think you really want that.
Even if you thought, oh, it's not hot sauce, it must be blood. You were willing to put dick blood inside of your most intimate parts?
Yeah, I mean,
into your womb even?
Without without this person being like someone that you're like, this is.
And it didn't even smell. There was no vinegariness. There's no essence of hot sauce. There was no pepperiness.
I don't know.
And
this doesn't make any sense.
To assess why it looked the way it did.
There's so many stopping points.
There's so many questions.
There's so many causes you for pause. Should have gotten to the point that you got to. Like, and what?
Then to think that this is something you should share publicly. And then to go beyond that to think you may have a case in court.
Like, how?
He didn't put the condom up in you and say, take this hot sauce.
Yeah, you want this. You try to...
Yeah, like that freaky shit with hot sauce in you, girl. No, that was not. I can't even imagine. You smile when I smile? No. So sis.
Bitch, why did you do that? Like, anybody, like, can we just stop
Sister girl, can we stop treating these niggas like our jobs? Like it's a come up.
You can do it
like
another way.
Like to get impregnated by somebody is your pension plan.
You are choosing to have a life out of your trying means. To get rich.
You want to live outside of your means. And instead of creating the means in a way that actually
that's such a difficult
is catered
route
to your talents or things
you
that
gotta
you're
sit
good
for
at.
9 months with this job. You gotta then take care of it for the rest of its life. You have to grow a human being just for you to get a check. I don't know.
And if it was bloody sperm,
that's what you want to do. Please,
you have to deal with whatever is in the contents of that person's
apply for
blood.
Being a surrogate. You want to do?
If you want to get paid to be pregnant. Be a surrogate.
That's a job.
Eggs or something.
It's real.
There are people who need eggs. Thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars are paid to women for their eggs alone. Way more than men get paid for their sperm. Because niggas will just spit in a cup easy.
Why do we use that?
There are ways. I thought about selling my eggs.
That.
And I was like, nah, I'm having my own kids. I don't want people out here looking at my
I feel like that's
shit.
So based in such a super old way of politicking where it's like you have to get married to this, you have to bear this son to now be always in that family.
It's patriarchy for sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's such a weird ass.
It's like the over exaggerated next level version of like sending your kids to, and I've come across a lot of this in Alexandria too, sending your kids to a certain college in a certain major so they can meet a certain type of man in order to marry that man. And you walk out with a law degree, you've never practiced law because you married a lawyer. Your husband is practicing and he makes enough for you both, so you did what your parents wanted you to do. They want to make sure you can be cared for by the dude you marry. And they send you off with that person, and that's what it's like, the next level version of that.
Damn.
Except, and it's all kind of scammy Sammy, because even in college, like, because you can meet the like there are the girls who come from like the dad who made money as an entrepreneur or whatever. Like, there's a lot of that happens in white communities. It's perpetuated. It's, they're able to create generational wealth and therefore have the comfortability to pursue whatever they want to pursue and make, and become well-to-do doing it. Now, of course, they set those same expectations for their children. The sons, though, they are going to be, groomed, I guess, to be that provider, to be that entrepreneur, to be that doctor, be that whatever it is, right? Yeah. But then their daughters are groomed to go pursue that entrepreneur, pursue that person or whatever, but to pursue them from that age of 18, 19 before they make that money. So that if and when it does come to the point where you guys part ways, you got in there with him as a teenager, you're entitled to everything he made. Right. At least half of it. Right. And you bear children. So they're still making sure their daughters are taken care of, even if they don't have a skill in this world, but to lay on their back and procreate. And I think it's kind of translated now, especially with social media, and it's glorified to date an athlete, to date a rapper, to do this, and to date someone based on their tax bracket, based on what they can provide you in a material sense or whatever. That's absolutely glorified. It's become a whole genre of people. But I think less often in black communities were women groomed to pursue that provider, to pursue that man who can take care of you or whatever, in the households at least. Yeah. And so it's become this thing now where it's glorified on social media, and the version that you see of it is this super exaggerated by any means necessary. And at the very least, even if that man's not gonna marry you, make sure you get a baby by him. Yeah. And that's the way you're gonna guarantee that you at least get paid every month. Oof. Like the way it's translated is just so predatory and just very like, and without any remorse, without any real, like, it's not even sneaky about it no more. None. Like, she probably didn't even wait until 2 seconds after he probably came out that bathroom before she ran right back in that bathroom. That's crazy to me. Acting like she gotta pee, and really she's inserting herself with what she probably thinks is either bloody or just really vinegary ass semen. Like, pew. Yeah, I don't get it. If what you've consumed is coming out and I can smell it like that, like, why would I want it in me? No way. Nothing about it makes sense to me. There's no way. Well, it's come from Drake. Maybe that's just what it looks like. It's like come from Drake. Maybe that's maybe that's what it smells like. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's Drake. Baby girl. That's where celebrities on pedestals goes all the way wrong. These motherfuckers out here dirty. You got what you deserved. I'm sorry on that one. Sis, I hate to say that, and I don't like to say that a lot. That lawsuit. But you kind of got that. Sorry, she went looking for it. You literally seeked it out. Literally seeked it out of a trash. You went in the trash bin. Like, no one. You can't be mad at anyone but you. Oh my god. So. Sorry you gotta go through this, Drake. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. You can't even have pleasurable sexual encounters without. What I loved about the story, though, is that she definitely was like, he was super adamant that he made sure I said it. I was consensual. I was like, oh, at that point, like, consensual sex. And you fucked the moves up, hot saucing yourself. There's gonna become a thing now. People just hot sauce their nut. That's just gonna become a thing. Oh my god. Okay. Which one are we on? Now we are on. Okay, our fourth sip. Okay. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth sip. Oh, we have 6. No wonder. Okay, we have 6. Okay. I thought I was tripping. Our 6th sip is the Rolling Rivers Spirits Vodka. Okay. Now we have stopped selling them a long time ago. Primarily because of the distillery. I don't even know what happened, but This is their vodka. This came out a while ago because we've had this in stock, like actually in our possession since 2018 when we inherited Sealbox. So it was produced even before that.
Wow.
So organic, non-GMO winter wheat transformed into a clean, smooth. This is another wheat one. Okay.
Yeah.
Smooth, clean spirit with a hint. Oh no! This is our first wheat.
Only wheat.
This is our only wheat.
Yeah.
So every one of these is different, y'all. I love it.
This has been great.
I love it. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Winter wheat transformed into a clean, smooth spirit with a hint of spice in the finish. It's given 80 proof. Okay. At Rolling Fork River, I said Rolling Fork, child. At Rolling River Spirits, our vodkas, gins, and aquavits are handcrafted in Portland, Oregon. Got it. So we're on the West Coast. We went from Florida to the West Coast. With only the finest ingredients. Our master distillers create each spirit using custom-built stills and Portland's renowned pure water from the Bull Run watershed.
Nice.
And we actually sell stuff from Bull Run Distillery. So,
yes.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. I mean,
it's giving neutral grain spirit.
Yeah, but kind of like pepperminty a little bit. Maybe that's just the alcohol.
A little mentholy.
Maybe that's just the alcohol.
I can definitely get the wheat. It's another one that's giving like unbaked bread.
Yeah. Very soft.
Super soft.
All right.
And then it's 80 proof, so it's not going to be like super hot.
Your standard vodka.
It's a standard vodka. It's not bad. It's not great.
It's not giving a.
It's not giving a ton of notes. I get some black pepper actually. At the end, it almost finishes like a cough syrup. It's like if there was cough syrup that didn't have cherry or grape flavor or something, but it was just the cough syrup.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's giving that.
Yeah.
Right in the back of my palate.
I feel you.
Because it's not giving me any specific notes to point out. Like,
I just want to
peppery cough syrup
in a smoothie and call it a day.
In a smoothie.
Can't taste it. Just need some alcohol.
I would infuse it with something, make it a tincture or something.
That's true too.
Yeah. That's one of those ones I would.
All right, y'all. We kind of dragging y'all today.
We are. We definitely are. I won't go into two, but actually, should I skip Ready to Love? Yes.
Yeah,
we
Ready to Love
because I actually want to freak on.
Oh, yes.
Thankfully, we actually know somebody who's on the show, so we're hopefully going to get him to come and taste through some stuff with us. It will not be a Ready to Love interview, Frank. It will not be. I know you're not doing too many of those anymore. But yeah, he said he did one. Because I've been super fanning. So he did the one with Crystal Jordan that I watched, and then he was doing another one with someone else, and he said he thinks that might be his last Ready to Love joint. But it's a different thing.
Well, he is working on his kombucha. I would love to talk to him about Talk to Me podcast.
I was gonna say, and
I love
he's got his own podcast
that he does
for
before
sure. So
the TV show.
We have plenty to talk about. But I also just want to be able to ask my own questions to the horse himself. So yes, I'm gonna skip Ready to Love.
Yes.
I just want to say cheers to Cardi B winning her thing against Tasha K.
Okay, so what happened? I need to know what's going on.
So Tasha K was out here. Do you recall when there was rumors circulating about Cardi B having herpes and being a prostitute and all this stuff?
Nope.
It lasted for all of 2 seconds because it was baseless. But the person who was perpetuating those baseless rumors was Tasha K. She's a YouTuber who drinks wine on YouTube and spews a bunch of stuff that isn't true. And
I can't believe people can do that.
Every messy interview that you can imagine, she gets. So like Black China's estranged best friend, she'll interview that bitch. Like the salty young dude who was dating Nene right before her little salt and pepper man that she's with right now. His little salty self. She'll interview that guy. Like, so she's like the C-D-list interviewer.
Yeah, okay.
And makes her money off that. She's got 1 million subscribers. People are into that shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's the celebrities, and then she interviews the people on the outskirts of the celebrities.
Yeah. And
she's making her name doing that.
Oh, wow.
It's corny. It's giving very ghetto. She's very ghetto. Yeah. She drinks like Sweet Reds and like, she gets sponsored with the cheap shit and all that.
Yeah.
And so... yeah, like I've watched a couple of her interviews or whatever, but it depends on who she's talking to. Yeah. Because if that person she's talking to is a credible person, and from my perspective, I'll watch it or whatever. But I don't get into her stuff. But she was perpetuating all this stuff, like obsessively, like talk shit about Cardi B, obviously to draw clicks and get like the same way TMZ does what they do, and you know, Media Takeout does what they do. Like within that same probably desire to get followers, get an audience, get paid.
Yeah.
But now she owed Cardi at least $1.25 million because Cardi said, "I got time today, bitch. What you not about to do is have people out here thinking that I got the herp for starters, thinking that I'm a prostitute or whatever." Like,
was it called defamation of character?
Yes. So she didn't sue for defamation of character because it's harder to prove and it's harder to get it to stick. What they focused on was libel. Oh. And they had to be able to prove malicious intent, which they were able to prove. How? I mean, but Tasha K, dumbass, went up on the stand and said she knew it wasn't true and said it anyway. Cardi B has documents, has doctor's records or whatever from getting tested, having to then get tested independently to prove that she doesn't have this shit. In order to prove that what she's saying, that what Tasha K is saying is a lie. And
at least she got that bread. Fuck it.
She got the money for the lawyers to fucking put in the time and effort to do it. I would do the same fucking shit. If I got the discretionary to do that, oh bitch. Yeah. On a suicide spree.
Yeah.
I mean,
give me the money.
Pay me back what I just paid these motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. So essentially I get my money back.
Yeah. Dumb.
The fuck? And I get to embarrass you in the process.
Congrats, Cardi.
Congrats, Cardi. I just wanted to give a good shout out to you.
Yes. Queen. I love Cardi. I think the way that she is doing her career is really great. I was talking about this the other day. Like, I like how the things that she gets endorsed by or stuff like that aren't corny.
Yes.
You know, like, it's not like she's like, I loved her alcoholic whipped cream. I love that. Mm-hmm. I love the Playboy thing. I love the Reeboks.
The Pepsi thing was cute.
Like, Megan, you my girl, but I hate that you're doing like weird things with. It was hot sauce, Popeyes, Doritos, Cheetos.
The weird Cash App commercials.
Cash App. I mean, get your bread where you need to. I am not hating on it. Get your bread. It's giving
not the same.
A little bit corny. And you could do
it's giving things. Like they kind of
unless that's what you want to do.
They over commercialize. They're not letting it be authentically made, and it's over scripted, over commercialized, or whatever.
I agree.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
And so it's making me a little sad. It is because I love.
At some point, when she's probably more in control of what she takes on or whatever,
that's true.
It'll probably shift.
I hope so.
Shift. I think Cardi kind of
also. I do love when she does her commercials though. Like,
yeah,
Megan's commercials are fucking hilarious to me. Like, I was laughing.
I just think that Cash App shit is so funny. See you at the top. Okay.
I like when she talk though. I want Megan to talk me down. Like I want her to just talk to me. I love her voice so much. Talk me down. Okay. We eat in the house. Also, something that brought me back to literally brought back to life, and I've been so addicted to this place. It's called Baseball, Japanese restaurant down in Navy Yard, but I've only been doing it through Uber Eats, but they have this brisket tomato soup that's amazing. They have the best soup really dumplings. Brisket, but that sounds so good. It's so good. So for 3 days I really didn't have an appetite. Couldn't really eat. Couldn't get out of bed. And then I was like, I need to really get fucking food. And I was craving ramen, and I wanted some soups. And like, when I just took the first sip, I was like, oh, like literally it felt like sunshine in my like body. And ever since then, just like it was just great. The ramen's delicious. I think right now they have the best soup dumplings I've had in the city. And so yeah, like I just shout out to Baseball, but we in the house. I haven't gone anywhere really. Yeah. I went to Red Hen recently. Where'd you go? Red Hen.
Oh, I've never eaten there.
Oh, it was so good. It was really good. I went with Clint. Shout out to Clint. I love you.
I've been ordering from the Royal a lot.
Nice.
When I'm at work,
yeah,
I always get the same thing: a bird dog and that citrus kale salad. And that's bird dog.
Sounds so good right now.
My favorite fucking lunch item. So I've been getting that for lunch a lot. And I went to Trollocs this weekend.
Yeah, how was it?
Restaurant week menu sucked. We didn't even order from the restaurant week menu. That's how they get you in the door, man.
That's how they get you in the door. We
going there for, a little pre-.
No, restaurant, no.
No, nigga, it was a $639 fucking bill. Too much.
Well, last time we went, that job was like $250 a pop. Mm-hmm. There's 5 of us at the table. Yeah, shit was
There was
crazy.
5 of us at the table this time too. And
yep.
My mother, Monica, you already know she a pricey piece. My brother, who was raised a pricey piece. His friend, who walks in a motherfucking Montclair coat with a Gucci side bag. I'm like, nigga. I call his ass Moneybag Salsa. Because I'm like, what 18-year-old is walking around like this? But then my brother walking around in Prada boots. So I'm like, what the fuck? Everything is flipped and dipped and weird and overpriced and just way beyond.
I love it though.
They're these kids fucking means. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing in Charlotte with a Montclair coat and a fucking Gucci side satchel? My whole 30-year-old out here. It was
What about that store? What about the Montclair store getting robbed though? Did you see that? Oh my god,
honestly,
they did.
Because they had that racist ass coat with the motherfucking jigaboo picture.
What?
Girl, yes. We'll do our Googles.
Well, we want to say.
A whole controversy.
Let's go. We got one last one.
Our last one, yes. And then we can cheers with our last one.
Yes, we'll cheers because we.
Ooh, yes. Okay. You gonna give us the. You gonna do this?
Yes. Oh shit! I keep spilling this vodka.
So this one is Valentine Distillery.
I don't know. Last time we did 6, so this is we making it. Okay, so White Blossom. I said that right. Vodka starts with our award-winning vodka from.
Valentine is from Michigan.
Okay.
They're based in Detroit, Michigan. I don't know what their base is.
Valentine Distillery. Okay, so
yeah, Valentine Distillery.
Infused with elderflower and grapefruit. Mm-hmm. It is sweetened with all natural beet sugar from Michigan-grown beets. Rich tropical aromas. Lychee, peach is what they're saying. Elderflower.
That's what they say. We'll see what we say.
Right? A satiny, dry, yet fruity, medium to full body. This is crazy. And a warm, peppery spice cream, powdered sugar, and mineral finish.
See, they overselling it like shit.
Like, that fills a lot of blanks. Okay. Balanced flavor, floral vodka, Detroit, Michigan. It doesn't say what it's made. What the base of the vodka is. But on the bottle it says it's distilled from grain, so we're back to grain.
Okay, so we're back to
another grain vodka.
Smells
amazing.
It's our only infused one of the bunch.
You definitely get the elderflower, stone fruits for sure.
Definitely stone fruit, like fresh stone fruit too, like almost like fresh.
Almost a little petrichor. If you weren't here with us in the first one, petrichor is like what it smells like after it rains. It's almost
like
a little bit there.
On the cement or whatever.
Yeah, coming off of stone.
It's a lot of sweet fruit notes in here.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
almost gives me orange.
Apricot, it's giving peach. It's
giving
orange flesh.
Yeah, what's that damn?
Very fresh fruit.
For me, it's fresh, but it's also a little high C-ish. High C fruit, or no, what's the fruit punch with the like the real red jar?
High C fruit punch.
Oh, okay.
You talking about not Tropicana?
No. It might be high C fruit punch. All right, let's smell. Let's taste. Still getting that orange.
Heavy. It's heavier on the palate.
Yeah. It's tasty. Honestly. That's juicy.
It's very juicy. It's giving orange, not orange juice like the drink, but like, if I were to muddle a whole orange wedge.
Yes.
All of that.
Yeah.
Together, the oil and everything.
Definitely. But we love y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Oh, yes. We held y'all for a long time, child.
I hope you made it all the way here. Okay. Yeah, we got what we got to do. We got work to do. We got things to do. Appreciate y'all. We back. We'll see y'all next week.
Comment, subscribe.
Yes.
Like, share.
Yes.
Do all of the things. We
talk to us.
We got your comments.
We did get your.
Them.
Yes. Oh my God! Someone commented.
We will be including a Sherry episode.
So excited.
So we see them.
Yes.
We pay attention to them.
Yes.
We are actually taking them in and making episodes for that. So definitely reach out to us. Our email is always in the description.
Yes.
And yeah, it's another episode of Soul Palate.
Peace.
Oops. I gave y'all the middle finger. Sorry.